Ever judged a book by its cover? Let's imagine you and your significant other at a nice restaurant. The menu's mid-priced and you were looking forward to this evening. As you're enjoying your time together, you notice that a mother and her assumed to be little boy, about 8 years old, is seated behind you. Immediately, you hear the child making a ruckus and then start banging on the table. The mother then continues to try to soothe and calm her child. You state to your partner, "Ugh, we can't even enjoy our dinner now because she doesn't know how to control her own child." You roll your eyes, and in return, your partner asks the server to move them to another table. The server responds that the restaurant's full and they just can't be moved. You get up angrily, you go to the restroom, and you notice that the mother is now welling up with tears in her eyes. She's still trying to get her child to be quieter. You ignore her, you roll your eyes, you shoot the boy a look of disgust, and you walk away. Well, that mother is me. And that child is my 8-year-old son who's been diagnosed with autism, ADHD, and social anxiety. Now, I feel even more defeated than I already did, and my son has been judged for actions that he cannot always control. So my question is, if the couple had known the entire story behind the actions, would they have reacted in the same way? Throughout the speech, I want you to keep in mind that you are seeing a moment and we are living a lifetime. Hugh Van Colenberg states, "The pain of being a parent with an autistic child is not the child. It's the world. It's the way that people look at you in public when your child's crying on the floor, making loud noises, smashing their fists on a table. Strangers just assume that the child is badly behaved and undisciplined instead of overstimulated, exhausted, and drowning in a world that refuses to slow down for them. As hard as it is for me, I know that it's even harder for him. When it comes to disabilities in children, most of the time, you can't see it at first sight. The child may look fine, but on the inside, they feel as if the world is on fire. A recent study at Boston University has shown that parents of autistic children experience stress levels similar to those of combat soldiers. Tanya Valentine states that parenting a child with burnout is one of the most exhausting, emotionally challenging experiences. Parenting a neurodivergent child can be difficult and exhausting. A neurodivergent child's mind functions in ways that differ significantly from the dominant societal standards of normal. We live in a linear worldview, and there is a hierarchy of people. Those people at the top have tremendous power, and those at the bottom are convinced that they must do more to get to the top. The cause is hard work, and the effect is power. But if you're disabled, you're denied power. Through the lens of medical model of disability, the disabled people must be fixed. The model relies heavily on colonial capitalist worldviews that value conformity, and those who are considered abnormal are inferior to those who are considered normal. Now, how do the researchers define normal? The National Institute of Health Complex has a room, and in the middle of this room is a brain. That brain is considered normal, doing everyday things. The medical model of disability insists that any divergence from this brain performance is regarded as an impairment or a deficiency. Most of us have no control over the scientific research being done, but we do have control over something, ourselves. Now, let's look back at the moment in that restaurant. Judgment in this case included staring, negative comments, eye rolling, already carrying the weight of so much emotional stress, financial strain, daily struggles, exhaustion, constant worry about the child and their future. Now, you have added the unnecessary weight of public judgment and humiliation. Let's rewind and see what happens if the couple were kind instead. Kindness can be considered to be simple. Smile, stating, "You're doing great, Mom," or offering help without pressure. When we flip the script, we create supportive communities and everyone thrives. You have built compassion now, stronger neighborhoods, and even possibly a friendship. Your words make a difference, and your actions can change another person's day for the better or for the worse. In conclusion, I would like for you to pause for a moment and think about these questions silently. What if this were you and your child? What if you were doing everything that you possibly could and it still wasn't enough? Would you rather be judged or be encouraged? I urge you to stop and think about these situations in 4 simple tasks. 1, choose grace over judgment. 2, assume there's more to every story. 3, be the person who makes hard days a little bit softer. And 4, model kindness for those around you to create a positive environment for everybody. Kindness doesn't require understanding disabilities or every aspect of what someone else is going through. It only requires remembering our shared humanity. So, if you see a child struggling and a parent holding on with everything that they have, don't add to their pain. Don't make their most challenging moments harder. The real question isn't, why can't they control their child? The real question is, why can't we control our judgment? Thank you.